Hello and welcome to a project I have been waiting to do for quite some time. I have tried it a couple of times now to start recording it, but I always did not like the intro or something about it. So now it is time to start into Feed the Beast Retro Insanity. By the way, if you want to play the same mod pack as I am playing, you can find it in the Twitch app or in the FTP launcher. So the first thing in this map that we're going to have to do is go down here to the Nether portal, because there's, first of all, there are more goods in it, and yeah, second of all, it is gonna be our source for gold. And in we go! On one side of the portal, there is an alchemy chest. Beneath one of them. So it would be pretty awful if we died now. So let's try not to do that and get safely up our water stream. So I am back up, and now it's time to get some wood. So to get wood, you place the sand right here and shift right click twice. I think you also can just right click it with the philosopher's stone, and we are going to plant this sapling and change it into one of them. So in here there is one piece of bone meal, but I really don't want to waste it, as we get transmutation tablet pretty shortly, and then I just want to put it in there and get unlimited bone meal. So I am going to wait for that tree to grow. Hopefully it's not gonna take too long. The last time I think it took about 20 minutes. So, oh yes! It finally has grown. Now we gotta hope for some saplings, or it's kinda disgusting again. Okay, for that, so we can be sure to get saplings, I am going to use my philosopher's stone as a crafting table. For that you have to hit C while holding the philosopher's stone in your hand. Normally I'm not a fan of that feature, as I think, especially in this map, because I think it's just a bit too dangerous that you accidentally throw it away, especially that early in the game where I don't really have a base, only those 5 blocks. Okay, let's do one more level here. And build it out in that direction as well. Okay, that I think is enough for now. Now I really want to keep at least one piece of wood for melting. So that one piece goes into this chest. The other piece I am going to use to make more slabs. Put that philosopher's stone back into the chest. Very important, we cannot craft a new one if we lose it. Not for quite some time. Okay, it's time for basic, very basic, and not really efficient cobblestone. So by the way, if you have the dark matter pickaxe in your hand, you can press V to charge it to make it a bit faster. A lot faster. Oh, did we get some saplings? Not yet. What the frick? Okay, we have one sapling. And that I'm going to plant right away again. So, I have been mining cobblestone for quite some time now, and I think it is time to move on. First of all, we're going to need a furnace to melt 4 pieces into smooth stone. That's not gonna be enough. Yeah. Now we have it. And we're going to need 4 pieces of obsidian and 4 stone to make ourselves the transmutation tablet. And this is the crafting recipe. By the way, you get the philosopher's stone back, so you don't have to worry about it. And 4 obsidian in the corner, 4 stone here, and we have a transmutation tablet. Nearly thought I lost that. That would be pretty bad. And now with the transmutation tablet you can learn them. Let's learn cobblestone to show you an example. Okay, if we have 64 1 obsidian, you can exchange for a stack of cobblestone, and vice versa. And let's get some bone meal out. Have I put that in here yet? Yes, I have. Wood is a pretty good source for EMC in the beginning of the game. And let that thing grow. And I also am going to make myself an axe. And always remember to teach everything to the transmutation tablet. You are definitely going to need it. Shit, wrong tool. Let's just make all tools actually. And teach them all to this thing. Always good to have some basic tools on you. And let's just cut down that tree. Let's just quickly make some charcoal. We're not going to need a whole lot of it. And now it's time to make one of the best EMC sources early game. And now I'm really happy that I kept my bone meal and waited for 20 minutes for that one tree to grow. Okay. And the really awesome source of EMC I am talking about is in fact a dark room. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 7 is enough. So it is a 5x5 on the interior. The concept of a dark room is pretty easy. If you're using bone meal on grass, there's a lot of flowers and tall grass spawning. Now, if you do that in a dark room below light level 7, it cannot grow and it just drops all the seeds on the floor. And that is the concept behind the dark room. It is extremely efficient. You can get huge amounts of EMC and automate it. And if you automate it, it's also a really good source of EMC in the mid to late game. So overall it's just really overpowered. But that is the concept behind this mod pack. You have to get as much EMC production as you possibly can and use the most overpowered things in project in equivalent exchange. This is as a fact the concept of the game, and that's why I think it's one of the better maps. You really have to get creative with using the game mechanics for your advantage. Lag! I need 2 sticks. Let's make quickly some torches. Teach it to the table. Can't talk. And plant another one of those in here. Okay, so to get grass into here, we need our Philosopher's Stone. Let's charge it 1 level. So it's a lot quicker. So you have to break this torch so everything works. Now get as much bone meal as possible and get the overpoweredness started. So you basically make it dark. Get it dark. Align ourselves in the middle and just right click. Now if you look on the 3 screen, see the number of entities, it is rising pretty quickly. And so I think we started with 38 or something bone meal. And now if we put all of the flowers and seed into there and pull more bone meal out of there, we're going to get more than that. Now I just have to go back in there and start again. Okay, so now that I've got a bit of EMC, I think it's time to build a spawning platform for zombie pigman in the nether to get some sweet gold. Quickly check if I have anything that cannot be replaced. Nope. So that seems to be good. So, mob farms in general are a very good EMC source in the early game. So I'm going to build one that is pretty cool and that spawns a lot of Enderman, zombie pigman. So, I have built the zombie pigman spawner, and now it's time to kill all of them. I did not think it would work that good, and it should be completely safe. Holy shit, dying of hunger. No, no, no! I thought I'm going to die there. Now we got 21 gold nuggets, and yeah. But that's a lot of EMC. Now that might seem a bit over cautious, but I have died so many times to glitching zombie pigmen just somehow getting over a barrier where they shouldn't be able to get through. And hey! It is able to spawn ghasts. That is actually really awesome. I am out! Now we have gold and easy access to EMC, iron and diamond. So there's two things I want to do this episode. I want to finish the first quest line, and for that I know that I'm going to need string. So I am going to build a fully fleshed out mob spawner in this episode as well. So, as you might know, 9 golden nuggets give you a gold ingot. And if you have four gold ingots plus the Philosopher's Stone give you a diamond, and 1 gold ingot plus the Philosopher's Stone give you iron. So this is how you get your first iron and first diamonds in this mob bag. And one thing you definitely should do pretty early on, once you get iron, is to pick up your water source, learn it to the table, and more importantly, your lava source. And also the empty bucket is pretty useful. For the mob farm, I'm mostly going to use, actually I could use stone. It is as expensive as all the other materials, and it looks a lot better, in my opinion. I haven't taught it to the table yet. Now that's kind of weird. Let's do that quickly. Also, we should do at least 1 sand. So for that, I'm going to take my Philosopher's Stone, place that somewhere, and get ourselves some stone, some sand, and I don't think I've thought dirt to it. Actually I have. Actually only take 1 of that out. It is totally enough. Now for charcoal and philosopher's stone, get coal. Let's just quickly learn it to the tablet. And also learn charcoal if I haven't already. And the next fuel up is alchemical fuel. For coal gives you one alchemical fuel, and for a Klein star we need the next one up, which is for alchemical fuel gives you one of those. And never forget to place the torch in there, you will have pretty big problems. So let's just get all the things we need for our project. That involves some obsidian, a lot of stone and glass. That's a lot too much. Let's just make one sword. We need our water buckets, some ladders, and that should be all we need. Let's make some slabs. 3 stacks totally enough. Do I have something very important on me? No. Okay, so the obsidian. I do need to get myself some obsidian transport pipes. They are pretty awesome. And in general, the glass I only need for transport pipes. Then I'm going to need some chests. Let's just quickly craft one. And actually I think I'm going to upgrade it to an iron chest right away. An iron chest is just a normal chest and 8 pieces of iron. Which makes a lot of sense. It is as big as a double chest, but with only 1 block. Profile. Now we need to go quite a distance to get under that thing. So the basic design will be that. So I've already built a little walkway. Shit, I'm probably not going to get that. No! I don't care, actually. It's just 2000 EMC. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter all that much. Because in this insanity mode, we are going to have to build like really freaking expensive things, like a few filled Kleinster Omegas, stuff like that. So let's just... Shit, didn't teach. The iron chest to the table. Let's do that now. So, now the mob farm is nearly finished. There is only one quadrant left to remove the torches and this barrier. And then we're gonna have to seal this baby up. Hopefully without any mob spawning yet. And now everything should be done. Mobs should be spawning and should be dying. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh no. Yeah. Look at that. It works like a charm. And okay, first of all, we're gonna have to empty out that thing. And now we can get the final. Okay, that's fun. The final for Möbius Fu. And now we can make our Kleinstar 1. And yes, it is pronounced that way. It is German for 1. The thing that really is cool about it, you can directly transform fuel into matter and vice versa. The Kleinstar 1 stores 50,000 EMC. I'm only gonna do 2 things in this episode. The first is get to that platform down there, and the second one is to do the first quest. And I'm going to semi-break the rules. I'm gonna remove a few of those blocks as they are in the way, and I think it looks really shitty with them in place. So I've finished building the bridge to the monument. This is where all the achievements and quests are listed. This is a representation of the pyramid where all the quests are. For example, where the story begins has that color and is right here. And there are in total 16 chapters, and obviously we are we are going to start with chapter 1, where the story begins. Okay, I've written down all the achievements. Okay, I've written down all the quests we need. First, I'm going to make a chest. Place it right here. This is gonna be the chest where I'm putting all the things in I already have finished. Okay, we need a screwdriver, a transmutation tablet, and some other things as well. And I think we need some cobble too. Okay, we already can put the iron chest in here. Then we have the screwdriver. It is very easy to craft. It's just a stick and an iron ingot. The iron chest is on place 4. The transmutation tablet. Already have made it. It is pretty easy, especially now that we already have one. auto crafting table. That is a crafting table. And 4 gears. I'm gonna make 2 of them already, because I know that 2 crafting tables already, because I know that I'm going to need another one for the project table. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, that was not that close, actually. We have the auto crafting table, jungle wood block. Already have that. Now we need 4 torches, a scoop, and a stone ball. The stone ball is really easy to get. It is just like the normal ball, just with smooth stone instead of wood. Hopefully we have enough, at least 1 spider kill. Look at that efficiency. It only was 10 minutes. And we got $16,000 EMC out of it. That is really nice. Four string, of course, makes wool. Actually, we only need 1 and some sticks. Put the sticks in that, and we have our scoop. Let's just clean our inventory. And I think it's time to give in the first quest. Hopefully we get something nice. I can't remember what we get. The thing I would like the most would be redstone. Because, no, we could not get glowstone yet, but that's one of the most important ingredients for glowstone. Now that thing should, in theory, light up. Yes! And in here there should be a chest. Yes, we get redstone. Awesome! But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We have accomplished a whole ton, and I really enjoyed making that first video. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. And hopefully I am going to see you in the next video, when it's Feed the Beast Retro Insanity time. Bye bye!